All right, hi everybody. I'm going to show you a little bit about how to get into and use Zotero. So go ahead and share my screen here. All right, so I have Zotero open to the zotero.org website right now. This is where you will go to get the installer for your computer. You want to install the Zotero application. It works on Mac or Windows. And you also want to install the Zotero connector for it to really work the way you want it to. So go ahead and do that. Right now I happen to be on Windows, but it doesn't really make a difference. I use the application both on Windows and on Mac, so that's not a problem. Over here, I have the Zotero interface. This is the software that's actually installed, as you can see on the computer here. Let me go ahead and get out of the browser because I don't really need it after I showed it to you. And I'll expand this a little bit. So on the left here, I'll refresh a little bit. On the left, I have my library. So these are categories that I have created for various research. So you can see that I have research placed in different folders. This is for a course that I'm in, EDU 800. So that's how that works and looks. You can also tag specific pieces of literature. So you can add tags here if you want to search by tags. I just use these folders here. Now, I have created this is an old group from a while ago, but you're going to be in a group called GED 578 for the class. So you should have just one of these, and you should have also your own library here. So what you're going to do is find research and place it in your library, and then drag a piece of research over to the GED 578 folder. That's how you're going to share it with the group. So for example, if I want to take this article, you can see that it's pretty notated pretty well. I can just drag it right over to that folder. If I go in here, that is the one thing in this folder, because I just created the group like 5 minutes ago. So if I want to create a category, which I suggest you do, it's always helpful to place these things into folders. I can say activity and click OK. And now, in addition to just being in the root of the library, it will also, once I place it there, be in this folder, right? Okay. And when I click on it, I have all that information again. So that's going to be what you're going to be doing to complete part of the assignment, is to just put your articles into that folder. Okay. The other thing you're going to need to do is create a PDF that has the other thing you're going to do is create a PDF that has the references on it. Okay, so to do that, you would just go to Word. I have something open already, but just make a new document, and I will bring that over here. Okay, let's make Zotero a little smaller. Okay, so now remember I said that you need to download the installer, install that. That gives you this software here, but you also need to install, I'll go to it actually because it's kind of important. There's a browser connector thing. So you want to install that, and when you install the this thing, it also installs some plugins. So these are not what I'm talking about, but the installer actually comes with a Word plugin. It used to be separate. That's what I'm getting So the Word plugin used to be separated. It has some add-ins here that gives you a little tab for Zotero. So that's how you access the Zotero elements inside of Word. So if I want to put this reference onto this Word document, there's a couple ways I can do that. So the best way is to go like this. So say I want to annotate something. And I'm going to say I'm going to cite that now. I want to go to Cite, add citation. Bring this over here. I have two screens, sorry. So I want to make sure I'm APA. That's all good. So I'll bring this over too. What happens is it pops up this little window. And in this window, I can search all of the different articles that I have. So this person happens to be named Ku Yang. That's the article I want. So if I want to cite that quotation, I can do it in this way. So there's my citation straight from my literature. That's one way to do it. So another, if I wanted to suppress the author, which you want to do a lot of times in your writing, I would do it this way. So now I'm going to go back to add a citation. This time, maybe I'll do a different one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this case is go to this classic view, drag the window over so you can see it. So here I have a couple more options, but if I want to add a page number, I can do that. And if I want to suppress the author, I can do that as well. I guess I have to select it first. That's what the problem is. So I'm going to suppress the author and click OK. So there we go. In this case, I would want to put the author's name there. And here I wouldn't have to put the author's name. You get the idea. So when I want to put my references down, I'm going to go and add edit bibliography. Boom. So there is Freeman and there is Ku Yang. And that's about it. So if you want to just get these references into a Word document, so for this exercise, you're just going to want to put these into a Word document and make a PDF. So the easiest way to do that is to just reference the citations you're going to include by just adding a citation, whichever one you're going to do, putting that in, right? So right there, I replaced one, but you don't have to have any actual text for this exercise. You just need to reference a few authors. So I might do that, do another one here. So you see how it adds the authors directly. And then you can delete these if you want, I think. Yeah. So this way you can just get those references on there. Another quick and easy way to get the references onto the Word document, if you're not really citing anything, is to just select them in Zotero. Right click and create bibliography from items. Choose your reference type, which is APA, copy to the clipboard, click OK, and then just get rid of that, paste there, there's your bibliography. So it's actually pretty easy. And then if you could just export a PDF of that and upload it. So Zotero, set aside a little bit of time for getting used to Zotero. It's going to take a minute to figure out some of the intricacies of getting the research into the software. So let's go over that for just a second. I'll open up my browser again. The easiest way, get this so you can see them side by side here. The easiest way that I have found is to just go to Google Scholar, but you can go directly from databases or Science Direct, or you can download the citations. There's a few different ways that you can get the research into Zotero. I'm going to go to Google Scholar. And let's just go here. Okay, here is a bunch of research in Google Scholar. If I go to the citation button, it's going to bring that up. Since I've installed the Zotero connector for Firefox, I can go up to this little button here. You can see, here's the, so I click the button, it brings up all the stuff in the list. You got to choose the one that I want to cite. I'm going to click OK. And it's going to pull that into Zotero. So community college. It takes a minute, so give it a second here. So now that it's done, see it's updating there. Weird. Okay, so let's try that again. Move. So this is actually going to be in faculty development. I'm going to go to the Zotero button. I'm going to choose the article I want. I'm going to click OK. There it is. You may want to kind of check it over, make sure that it has all these fields. Sometimes it kind of grabs the website instead of grabbing the actual article. So that worked pretty good. You can do the same sort of thing if you go to most databases or specific journals, Science Direct or EBSCO or whatever. It's going to be a little bit different depending on the website you're on. Google Scholar has most everything, so sometimes even if I find something in another database, I'll just grab the citation from Google Scholar. You do want to double check everything though. Okay, so another thing I wanted to point out, if this connector thing doesn't work, you can always just go to the citation and download the, I think it's the RefMan. Actually, you know, since this is already set up to automatically connect, that's not going to work. Let me find another way to do this. Basically, what you can do though is download the RIS file. So if you are in another website that doesn't work very well with the Zotero connector, or you're having problems, you can just download the citation and then import it. You can import that into Zotero. So here might be an example. Let me see if I can find some site. So here we go, RIS. Some of the other ones, like RefWorks, I think, works as well. But if you have RIS as an option, you can do that. I'm going to save the file. Sometimes you can open it with Zotero, but you know, I can save it in this case. Put it on my desktop for now. Okay, so I'll open that up. There's my citation. You can open it with Zotero. Okay, and do you want to open this in a new collection? That's going to make a new folder. Okay. So this one I happen to already have. But another way, so it didn't like duplicate it. But another thing you can do is go this way. Here. That's to make a new import. Okay, here we go. So you want to import, you can go find that RIS file right here, RIS, and open it. That will bring in the citation into your Zotero library. Just a couple tips. If you want to see everything, you can just go to My Library. If you can't find something, that's everything you have. Yeah, there's a few. Here's some of your main controls here. You can also attach this is a pretty cool thing. You can attach PDFs to the citation. So if you have the PDF and you want to keep track of it, you can put it right in there with these. And the ones with the little blue dots are the ones that I have files associated with. And when you pull this up, you can actually, it brings it up in your reader, but you can make notes here too and tag stuff. So that's pretty cool. So that should get you started with using the software. Give it some time to figure out, and you should be fine. It's all you have to do basically though is turn in the PDF with the references. So it shouldn't be too hard. If you have any problems, let me know. Thanks a lot.